Welcome to our Gold Learning family. I'm Fiona Lang Sharp, IBCLC and Communications Director here at Gold Learning. Welcome to you all listening in again today. I'm so excited today. Look at the topic on the screen, and we have the absolutely delightful Jennifer Hoeprich. It's so nice to have you here today.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, and this just makes me smile. Like I've been looking at your presentation for a while. We've had a couple of conversations, and there is just a joy that you just translate so nicely, Jennifer. So thank you for that. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. It's pretty wonderful when, I get to do what I love and even combine two things that I love. So it's pretty
right.
awesome.
And it doesn't surprise me when you learn that joy translates into her work because Jennifer is a doula, a childbirth educator, and of course is now a certified professional midwife. But not only that, she has a whole list of things that she loves to do, and I encourage you to go read her bio. But also a hypnotherapist, which I'm hoping I'm going to ask a couple of questions about that just in a minute. But Jennifer, why not please just introduce yourself. Tell the audience a little bit about yourself and your family life and what your day looks like.
Sure. Well, yeah, I am a certified professional midwife, and so I have a home birth midwifery practice. It's an intimate practice, so I really get to spend lots of time with my clients, and I love that. And I'm also, like you said, a hypnotherapist. So most of my clientele are mamas who come to me during pregnancy or postpartum. And then I also have a women's group that I facilitate. So I'm in women's circles all the time, mostly mama circles. And then as far as my personal life, I'm married to my beloved soulmate, and
Oh,
we have we have a 15-month-old daughter and a 14-year-old son.
oh, so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Well, I wanted to ask you about a little bit about your mama circles that you have, because this is really inspiring to me because we know that when mums are together, they really do better. And even, look at when I was reading your title earlier too, and made me think about, that this is not just for mamas, but for midwives too, which is so important. But in those mamas groups, how did you get started with those? Like, when did you start to recognize that this was going to be part of your journey too, and what has, kept them going for you as well? Because it is an amount of work, I'm sure, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, really, it was through doing birth work and, gathering together with my own clients, so we would have like birth circle meetings where we would talk about a particular topic, and it was so empowering, I feel like, for the moms, to get to share with each other and be teaching and learning from one another. And so, I've done so many different types of circles throughout my doula career, midwifery career. And then what I found was that my clients were really sad, when our journey together, through their birth was over. So we wanted to continue circling up and getting together monthly. So that's why I created the Magical Mama Retreat and
Oh,
Magical Mama Circle, so that, yeah, when women get together, especially when mothers get together, that's where magic happens. It truly
right.
does.
Hence the title, of the group, which is just wonderful. And I had said to you offline, I want to come to the group. Like, it's inspiring, but I know I'm not a new mom anymore, but I think women in general, it's so, empowering when we're together and we learn so much, and we need those mentors in our lives, which helps us move forward on our journeys.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, just women connecting, it's what happens oftentimes is that, one woman is going through a particular issue or situation in her life, maybe with her children or, her partner, her job, whatever it is. And if she opens up and shares it within a circle, within that community, all of these other women are like, yes, that's me. I've had the same experience. And
Yeah,
it offers such validation and connection that, we're really not in this alone.
absolutely. So tell me a little bit about, I want to ask you a question about the group still. I still have this question is kind of burning on my mind a little bit because it's so important. The groups are so important. If a person, so if there's someone listening in right now who is inspired and thinks, I'd really like to do that, I'd like to start a group, what would you tell them? What advice would you give them, Jennifer? How do they do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I can say that for myself, social media has been a wonderful resource to gather people together. So it really is pretty simple. It's important to get a framework together for what you want the group to be doing. But then it's just a matter of creating an event. That's what I do on Facebook. I have events, and then I just share it with all of my friends, and then they share. And so if it's a topic that resonates with people, they'll go to it.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's what I've found works the best.
Fabulous. So it can be as simple as just setting up a group and of course social media today is very powerful for our moms because they do connect on there. Some of them are isolated and don't, are not close by, but this is a great way if they want to extend it, I guess, into the community, they can then all choose to get together.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I would also encourage someone who is inspired to begin this to just give themselves grace, knowing that it does take time to build up groups. But, if the first couple, there's only one or two people who come, just, recognize that that's still awesome. And they will tell their friends and keep inviting. Just keep inviting people because women, when they come together, they'll want to come again.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, great advice. Thank you. And thank you for asking my question there as I diverted back again. All right, I've got some more for you. I really want to hear more about being a hypnotherapist. This is something that I have looked at and done some with my clients at births, I have to say, and loved it. But really, what inspired you to, become a hypnotherapist? And utilize it just for your clients now? How do you utilize it?
Yeah, well, what inspired me to become a hypnotherapist was when I was doing doula work. So like you do,
Yeah,
and so there were certain scripts that were helpful for birth preparation or for just general relaxation. So what I would do is I would meet with my doula clients prenatally, and I would read a script to them just so that they would be know kind of what to expect or what I might use if this or that came up. And I got all this feedback from my clients over the years, like, your voice is so relaxing and soothing. And, you know, so as I started to learn more about the subconscious mind, I realized that, wow, hypnotherapy might be something that I'd like to do on its own as well, not just, for my own clients.
mhm,
And so, yeah, so I actually had seen a hypnotherapist myself to work on something in my subconscious, and it was phenomenal. It was just life-changing. And so I was inspired after that to pursue the certification for myself. And so now I work with my own clients, of course, but also colleagues, in the valley here will refer clients to me if maybe they've had a traumatic birth experience and
right.
maybe they're pregnant again and they want to be, preparing and releasing what's no longer serving them. Or just in general, if somebody wants to prepare for birth, but also for smoking cessation. So, especially if there's a woman who is pregnant and is trying to quit smoking, hypnotherapy can be a really effective tool to help her to, eliminate that. But yeah, it's good for so many things. For insomnia, it can help with that. For morning sickness, so lots of different uses for it.
Wow. Wow. Well, that's really good. That's a couple of things I hadn't thought about before. There's a lot of, especially with morning sickness, I haven't heard it used with that before. Very interesting. And I have heard it used with traumatic birth, but I haven't really seen it as a first line. But being that there's a lot of women who do need to let go of certain things to move forward because it can hold them back, of course. Invariably, if their, other treatment's not working, this would be a great way to give them another source to tap into, right, Jennifer?
Definitely a support, for whatever else that they may be, using, whether it's medication or seeing, a behavioral health provider on a regular basis. Hypnotherapy can definitely support that process.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for sharing about yourself and all the lovely things that you do. Just wonderful to hear some of that insight. All right, so now we're going to talk about the Gold Conference because I'm so excited and I can't wait till we begin, which is coming up so fast. Just so you know, Jennifer, we actually start on February 4th. And you're going to be part of the live lineup, which is going to be awesome. But why don't you tell me, or maybe just share just a snippet of what you're looking forward to sharing with the audience on your live day?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm really excited about bringing meditation and mindfulness to our community because I feel like it's something that can make such a difference for moms during their pregnancy if they can be meditating or using mindfulness practices on a regular basis. It can really help to reduce their stress, reduce their anxiety, and we know that stress and anxiety will exacerbate almost any pregnancy complication or issue that arises. So it's really a pragmatic tool that moms can be using and that midwives can be using because I know for myself as a midwife, I'm up late
Right.
and then I'm up early, the next day. And sometimes, it can be difficult to focus. And meditation and mindfulness can also support us in focus, in energy levels, and just in general calm. We're in situations sometimes where it can be stressful. So it's
Right.
really an effective tool both for midwives and for mamas.
Wow, that really spoke to me when you were talking. As I just suddenly thought about the levels of fatigue that you feel as a doula. I was thinking of myself, and if we're on a night shift, and then then we're off working with mamas and that type of thing during the day. So sometimes there aren't a lot of breaks. So using that mindfulness, which I've come to learn and understand that it can take just a few minutes, to build upon, and it can be very helpful.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And when you're doing mindfulness, the whole focus is to bring yourself to the now moment. And when you do that, if you do a mindfulness practice on a regular basis, you'll start to notice that it feels like you have more time in your day. Um, but yeah, like just taking, those couple of moments, to do your breath or, to do a relaxation or a mindfulness practice can really help to energize you for showing up for your family or for clients.
Clients, yeah. No, that's wonderful. Well, that's great. That's awesome. So I'm ready. I'm ready for the full presentation right now, Jennifer.
Awesome. Me
But
too.
yeah. Well, we're going to have to wait just a smidge longer, and I know our audience will be eager and ready to come and listen to you too. You're speaking on Monday, the 11th of February. Now, I want everybody to check the time zones, of course, on their schedule online. It'll give you your local time as well. But February 11th for most people in North America and Europe. And it's just been wonderful. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for being here today.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely. So just a quick reminder for everyone, once again, open and free keynote access. You have that right now. So no excuses. Get on the website, goldmidwifery.com. That's going to be February 4th. We'll be looking for all of you there. And of course, we're excited to have Jennifer as well. So come and join in all these great presentations, and we'll look forward to seeing you there. Thanks for tuning in today, everyone, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye for now.